Hey everyone, here we are at update number 14 on the status of Krimson's Korner, as well as, the progress on my shoulder. We'll start off with Krimson's Korner today. I officially finished up yesterday the recording for another segment of the first official episode of Krimson's Korner, and I have now officially got the number of how many more segments I've got to do. There's only 5 more segments I've got to do, and two or three of them are not really that hard. So, shouldn't be too much longer before I can get this all put together. Whew. So, finally, be able to get that first episode out after all this time. I mean, since what? The beginning of January when it was originally supposed to first come out? So, I'm looking forward to getting this done and finally getting into some mainstream vlogging. Start getting back to my roots here on Krimson Kreations. But, like I said, still got 5 more segments to shoot. And, you know, some of them require some special circumstances got to happen. So that will delay things a little bit. As for the status of my shoulder, today I went to appointment number 10. Now, the bad thing about it is, I must have really been tired last night more than I thought because I overslept. Technically, I missed my appointment, but they called me around 9:45, and luckily I was still able to get to the appointment. They allowed me to come in even though the appointment was for at 9:20, so wasn't too bad, thank God. Today was really a rough day, that's for sure though, because the main guy that started the appointments back in the beginning, I guess he's the lead physical therapist or maybe even the owner of the actual business, I don't know. But it was sort of like, in the beginning, it was more like, okay, where are we at kind of thing. So we kind of looked at how far my range of motion was in my shoulder. I tried to, raising how much I could there and how much I could there and where could, how much I could do certain things, different areas and whatnot. Also tested my grip strength and pretty much the strength of my shoulder as it stands right now. And he said it has definitely had quite of an improvement. My up and down range has doubled since the very beginning, so that is freaking awesome. Obviously, still have some work to do with the rotating and whatnot, and even some with this. Even though this has been pretty good, it was in the beginning what started improving at first, but it still needs a lot of improvement now to get back its full range of motion. But then it got rough, because then we did the exercising, and he's a hands-on kind of guy, that's for sure, I can say that much. And he pushed my shoulder to its limit, pretty much taking my arm, moving it about and whatnot, trying to stretch out those muscles so I can finally get more motion out of my arm. I mean, it didn't hurt at the time, and it was uncomfortable like it always is, but it wasn't really painful. Of course, I knew later on that was going to be different. And that's what I'm going through right now. My shoulder is really in pain right now. I know my facial expression doesn't show it. It's because I'm kind of biting my lip, so to speak, doing this video. But it's definitely taking its toll today. And I think tonight's going to be bad for work. But I can't not go. I have to get out there and make that money so I can pay what remaining bills I have for this month. So it's going to be a tough one tonight. And I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I'm going to do what I got to do, right? As always. But yeah, it is definitely improving, and I'm glad for that. And hopefully, with a little bit of what was done today, it will help me and further down the road, and as a result I'm going to be incorporating a few more exercises potentially for each day. So for those who want to see what I'm doing on that part of it, what things I'm doing at home and also over there at the actual physical therapy office, check out my series, The Road to Hell on the Path to Recovery. That's my documentation of the journey of rehabilitating my shoulder. So check that out. It's not out yet, but it will be after the first video comes out. So look out for that when that time comes. But anyways, that's the current update here. If you happen to like what you see and you want to keep on seeing more, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe here to Krimson Kreations and become a Krimsonite. And join me on what soon will be the journey of a poor man as I make my life through make my way through life with, you know, every day trying to do what I got to do to make things happen. And also, I'm going to do this right. It is over here. Yeah, to my left. Over here in the cards is my other channel, Road to the Ride, which documents my journey on making a bike ride across America happen, to make it a reality. It's a bike ride to raise money for cancer research, as well as for a company called Cancer Care, who helps those who can't afford treatment. So if you want to help me out with that cause and show some love to that channel, go over there, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But while you're over there, there's also a link to a GoFundMe page, which is also down in the description. But it's a GoFundMe page for raising funds for this bike ride. So if you want to help out in that way, you can do it that way. You can donate however much you want, and it all goes towards this ride. And you know, this is what's going to take to make this happen, because it's a very expensive goal that I'm undertaking here. And I wish I could come up with the money myself, but that's just obviously not going to happen right now. But I still do my part. I put what I can into it, but it's going to take people like you to help me make this happen. So if you can, donate and help me make this ride a reality. But if you can't, I understand, you know, like I've said in previous videos, I know about how finances are these days and how the economy is with everything going on. So I'll understand if you can't, but I hope at the very least that you will share what I'm trying to accomplish over there by sharing my videos and sharing my mission statement and whatnot. Also though, last and final thing is another website down there in the description. The link is down in the description. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. It's where people that view YouTube or subscribers and whatnot can contribute it to their favorite creators by donating to that site. There, you can donate whatever you want. Once again, I don't know about limits. I don't even know about limits about the other thing, about the GoFundMe page. But what it does is helps me build this channel up and make it the best channel possible, the best Krimson Kreations possible. That's where that money goes. So if you want to do that, the link is down there. If you can't, once again, I understand. No hard feelings. There's obviously no obligation to do so. You know, just trying to do everything I can to make this channel the best for y'all. So, anyways, I guess on that note, I will take my leave, get some stuff done, relax a little bit, and fight my way to go to work tonight, because I'm so tempted to just say to hell with it and not go tonight, but I know I can't do that. So, wish me luck. Send your love and strength to me so I can make this happen tonight. And I will catch you potentially on the next one next Tuesday, depending on how everything goes. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and get all 5 segments done over the weekend. I can only hope, right? So, anyways, catch you later. All right? Krimson out.